Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now let's get right into this. The last game, I kind of messed up in the last game, which was very unfortunate, but it went okay. We went 4-3. Now if you like what I do, feel free to click some buttons, but especially feel free to leave feedback where you can. Now first part of this video will be the drafting. I will try to make a decent deck out of the cards that will be passed to me, and I hope you will tag along. Now, if you have any feedback for me, feel free to let me know. And let's wait for the last person to take a seat. There we go. All right. What do we have? We have a Mako, which I really like. We have an Ox, which is the rare one, but I don't think it's that impressive. There is a big elephant, which comes with a bit smaller elephant. There's also Flood the Engine, but I think I will take the Mammoth here. I think it's the best card in the pack. This one goes into very specific decks, red-blue for instance, which we played last time. And this goes into any green deck, for instance green-blue, green-red, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to take the Mammoth here. Hopefully maybe one of these two will come around. Or the Gunner is also a good card. Overall, it's a pretty decent pack. Okay, excuse me. There's a Samut, which is 3 colors, so it's a bit more difficult to cast. There's a Veteran Beast Rider, which I really like, but that puts us in 2 colors. There's also a Hazard of the Dunes, which is, I think, the best pick out of all these, especially because we're already in green. Otherwise, interesting cards would be the Thrill Seeker, if you're interested in black-red. It does everything that needs to be done, but I don't want to settle into 2 colors just yet. So I'm just going to take the Hazard of the Dunes, stay in green for as long as we can, and see what other cards we get. Now there's a Jockey, which is okay. Rover Blades, which are interesting once you can put them on this dude, for instance. But there's also this Omnivore and a Lightning Strike. Now I assume there will be more Omnivores if green is actually open. So for me it's between the Wicker Folk and the Lightning Strike. And Paul Cheon says the Wicker Folk is actually better than the Lightning Strike, and it might be. So let's try that out. Let's see if maybe black-green is something we can do. I've not yet tried to play black-green. Okay, well, there's no black cards, and there's only 1 green card, which is not very impressive. There is a Disciple, which is okay. And another card which goes well into the cycling deck. Grease Ranch Goblin is also pretty good. Just the option to be able to filter later in the game. So maybe the Goblin is the pick, and I should have taken the Lightning Strike. Or the Disciple. I think I'll just go for the Goblin. It's a decent 1-drop, good stats, and it does more in the late game as well. Beast Rider Vanguard is pretty decent. White seems reasonably open. There's also this Oil Gorger, which is good if you are in a Start Your Engines deck, but green is not really interested in starting the engines. I guess I'll just take the Beast Rider Vanguard as a 2-drop, which is, I think, okay. And I don't know yet if we will end up in red or black. Now there's a Gunner, which goes into the cycling deck, but there's also the Momentum Breaker, which is, I think, a very good card. I'm kind of surprised that it's still here. There's also a Loxodon Surveyor, which would go nicely into our deck, but it's just a 3/3 with a minor upside. So I think I'll just take the Momentum Breaker here and see if we can end up in a black-green deck. Now yet again, no black or green cards. There's some decent blue, and there's a Tyrant. Guess I'll just take the Tyrant. I mean, as I said before, I'm not even sure what our other color will be. Why is there still a right end in this pack? Okay, well, do I take it? It is premium removal. Maybe white is open enough. Not really missing out on anything. I mean, this one is okay, so is this one, but I think I'll just take this, since we still don't know our next color. Broken Wings is something that you can put in the main board in this set, so I will do that. And of course the green-white card got taken, which makes sense. A lot of red and a lot of white cards. So I think all options are open for us to go either green-red or green-white. But we know one person is in green-white because of what we passed. So I think I'll still take this. Well, I've already taken it. I'll take a camera launcher. Still not sure what color to be in. Well, cycling is okay. Assailant is not something that I really care about. Jaguar's okay. Scouter is medium. Okay. Well, there's this Dragonautic Engineers, which is very good. And that might actually push us into red-green. Hoping some of these will come around. But I don't think you can pass on an engineer, and I think that's why you keep your options open. So I'm just going to, put this one there and assume for now that we are in red-green. Speaking of red-green, the Greenbelt Guardian is amazing. So I'm very glad to pick that up. Giving anything trample in our deck would be good. For 1 mana especially. Don't want another Tyrant. I like the Scurryfoot. It's a 1/1 which you can attack with maybe on turn 1 or 2. I mean turn 2. And in the late game you can just make an elephant. So I like that. And red does have some stuff which cares about exhausting. And we already have quite some cards that do exhaust. But my experience with red-green so far has not been very impressive. And I'm not sure if it's open enough for us to do the amazing stuff. Okay, well, I don't think this is really playable. I guess I'll take the bike. Simply as a way to ramp. And maybe a way to fix later in the game. That is interesting. Too bad it's not in our colors, but it is interesting. I guess I'll take a Bestow Greatness trick. As I said before, if you have big dudes, a trample trick can really go the mile. Maybe we can pick up some Death Touch as well, and Death Touch and Trample goes very well together. Yeah, I don't really care about that trick. So, these packs are pretty weak. I'm just trying now to really get into the exhaust theme. But my goodness, why is black so open? Is it too late to swap back to black? We do have some black cards. This card is amazing. 7th pick. Okay, well, yeah, black seems very open. It might be too late here to do this, but it seems like it is something that we have to do. No Dragonautic Engineers, but in the end we ended up in blue-black anyway. I mean, my goodness, green-black. What can I say? Black is open. Why are people not taking this? Now, things that I would really like are cards that start our engines at the early turn. I think we have one so far. Yeah, because green doesn't really do much with start engines, so maybe a land or Okay. Or a very good enchantment, which is amazing. So with this enchantment, we just want to be creature heavy. This makes all our creatures into 6/6s. And whenever an opponent casts a spell, in my turn, I get a 3/3 elephant, which is a 6/6. I'm very glad to pick that up. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So is this. I don't think we can splash for that. There's a Start Your Engines card, but I just want cheap creatures now with the March of the World Ooze and go wide. Hellish Sideswipe is a decent removal spell, so is Siphon Fuel. This is very good with the Grim Bauble, but we don't have that yet. So I think I'll just take the removal spell. Would like some more 4-drops. And our creature count is looking okay. Nice board wipe in the game. This does start our engines, but very late. This does start our engines soon. But the problem is, do we want to build everything around the Necroregents? I think this is still a fine card. I guess I'll play it. Wicker Folk is amazing. And I think this is about to be our deck. We don't need fixing. Guess I'll take another one of these just to try and start our engine soon. That is actually a better way to start our engines. There's also an engine red, but I love the momentum breaker. So indirectly this is also a creature, and if we get to max speed we can find our March of the World Ooze, for instance. Okay. Well, we got there in the end. I think I'm glad that I switched from red to black. And I think I had to. Guess I'll drop one of these. Top end seems fine. Camera launcher is mediocre, so I think I will cut one. But making a Thopter, which will be a 6/6 later, can be pretty good. Don't think I need the bike. Nor do I think I need the trick. And we don't have any exhaust ways to make exhaust cheaper. But I think the Scurryfoot is still better than the Sarcophagus. Okay, let's do this. First time ever black-green. So let's see how this goes. My wife did actually send me something to do with something she has put in the oven. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. I will keep this. Plenty of ways to start our engines. And let's just see if we can get to max speed as soon as possible. Oh, well, that is annoying. I think I'll just destroy it, because it seems like he has a lot of exhaust stuff, and this way at least one time we get into a higher gear. Okay, well, I wonder if he will block with it. I think he will. Guess he won't. Okay. Now, if he wants to remove my Guardian, I can just keep it alive. And very glad to pick that up. And we can already use this next turn to find the ooze thing. Well, at least we're at max speed now. And I'm fine with this, but he will probably do that. And then I will use this on a Vanguard. It will be indestructible. We will deal some damage. We will play this. And next turn, we can sacrifice this to find the ooze card, which we cannot play, unfortunately. Well, not yet, but we are very close to it. Could also just find the Necroregent. Okay, good game. Maybe the Necroregent was the better card to find. I'm not even sure. Okay, 1-0. Now, I must admit, didn't get a lot of pushback, of course. And the thing that saved us was drawing the second swamp. Otherwise, we couldn't have done both spells. But we got to max speed very early. And that is something that I really like. Which is pretty much the whole goal of the game. We need to be at max speed at turn 5, and then we should be okay. Oof. I don't think we can keep this, unfortunately. Oh, come on. Okay, well, let's at least hope to draw a forest, but these were some very unfortunate hands. Now we draw the top end. Yeah. Yeah, this will be a slow, long game. Why not just draw all the top end cards and not a single green? It's the curse my account has, I think. Okay. Forest, please. And that is not a forest. I guess I'll just play this. And then at least if he attacks next turn, we can double block. We just need to stay alive until we get to turn 6 with 3 more forests, which could take like 7 more turns, I guess. Okay. I guess he's not attacking. Come on, deck, what are you doing to me? We didn't even get to surveil once. Wow. Well, he is going aggressive and I cannot blame him. Wow. Didn't expect that attack with a 3-2. Okay, well, he made a mistake and we are just absolutely being, I was going to say, screwed over by my deck. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's... Yeah, never mind. This is a part of Magic the Gathering, which you have to accept, but let me tell you, it can be very, very hard to accept. To only have one color, and then mulligan, and then have the same thing happen again, and then never drawing your second color. It hurts. And then only drawing the top end of your deck, by the way, that as well. I mean, it would have been fine if we drew some Wicker Folk or Momentum Breaker or whatever. But we didn't. We drew Big Elephants and Ooze enchantments. Well. Let's see if we can get back into this. Yep. This is lovely. Now what would really finish this hand is finding something to start our engines with. Called it. And since I don't have a turn 3 play, I think I might just actually play this. I know I cannot play the Wicker Folk, but any draw is good, so I don't need to Surveil 2. And now we're actually at 2 speed instead of 0. So I can live with this. That's fine. Okay, well now I want to Surveil any lands away. I think I'll take another creature. Maybe I'll take both actually. I'm light on removal, so I don't mind having the Broken Wings. Now hopefully he doesn't have anything for my Wicker Folk. Okay, well, seems like we will be getting in with this. And playing this. And now if we don't get to max speed next turn, I think I will just use the camera launcher and keep up overdrive so that we at least have a Thopter to get to it. Okay, well, we are at max speed. It seems. I don't know what he has. I mean, he could have more stuff. Yeah, he should probably attack with it. So let's just do this. Get free zombie. And if he doesn't kill this turn, I think it will get out of hand. I assume he has removal for it. But if he doesn't, we can just keep up the maximum overdrive. Yeah, he has removal. Damage to the face, very nice. Yep. Well, we have more Necroregents. So we can give a creature haste, which is not very impressive. I'm not going to use it, so I'm just going to use that mana. Next turn we can make a Thopter. And hopefully now we could actually use like the ooze or the elephant that we drew in the last game in our first or second turn. Would be pretty nice to draw it now. Or the, what is it? The enchantment which helps us find, or which lets us seek something in our library. Wondering what he's splashing white for. Oh! It's an enchantment. Wow. I'm just dumb. I could have done that. Well, let's do it at the end of his turn. Try it. So that we have maximum overdrive if he wants to kill it. My goodness, that would have been smart. Okay, well now at least I know that I can use the Broken Wings. Because he's tapped out, he has no mana left. I know it doesn't untap, but at least we will get the the effect back. Oh, it does untap. Okay, good game. Guess that wasn't enough for him. Wow, well, I could have done that a turn sooner. It's very good to keep up the enchantment removal and actually use it. I only had artifact and creature with flying in my head. If you were If you're watching this on YouTube, you're already shouting, dude, use it on your enchantment. It was very far away, so I heard it in the end, but it worked out. So far, this deck is looking okay. The only game that we did lose was the game where we just drew terribly and had a terrible hand, so it is looking hopeful. Yep, this is pretty decent. Depending on what he plays, we have a very nice 2-drop if he doesn't play a turn 1 play. Okay, I'll just play the Guardian. Next turn will be up to some speed. He will have sacrificed what he plays. Hopefully it's a good card. Okay, guess we're not. There is the Ooze. What do you have? I'll just keep up the Momentum Breaker. We don't have a turn 4 play, so this is still a very good card. As we can use it now, probably. Oh, that also starts our engines. So in that case, we can now exhaust this. So I'm just going to attack with it. And let's do that. I mean, it's 5 damage for free, which means that he's significantly behind on the combat damage part. Okay. Let's just do it again, see what he has. We have an instant speed removal if he does have something crazy. Yep, let's just do that in response. Now we didn't get in with any damage, but the board is empty. We have a Momentum Breaker and a Jaguar. I guess I will just... I will just ooze this. Now he might have another one. But we have a 9/9. And if he doesn't have another Death Touch and Indestructible trick, seems like he does. But we will get an elephant. Yeah, it's a good trick. I cannot say otherwise. Okay, well, I don't think he has another play, so now I think we just do the Momentum Breaker. Do I have enough to give the Jaguar haste? He does have good blocks, so yeah, I have to do this now. Now we don't have enough to do the exhaust on this, so I'm just going to play the Jaguar because it has vigilance. But this is a very good card now together with the March of the World Ooze. Oh, very nice. He still doesn't have great blocks and whatever, but he's gaining some life. Why would you attack? Dude. Okay. Oh, we could have... I think we could have finished him. No, we couldn't. Maybe we... Yeah, we could have finished him. Okay, good game. Was too hasty. I should have played that one. I forgot it was a 6/6. Then we can just give it haste and it was over. Okay. 3-1. So far so good. Green is indeed a very strong color. My brother will enjoy that. We do real life drafts as well. And my brother pretty much always plays green. Because it's pretty down to earth. He enjoys playing it. And in this set I think green is about the strongest color, or maybe the strongest color. Alright, Atlantis. I think I've played against this person before. Yeah. Loving it. I think I will play the doll before the Guardian. But let's see if we can find a way to start our engines now. That is unfortunate. This doesn't start our engines. Well, let's just get in for some damage. I think we'll be fine. That's also fine. Don't really care about that. Now I hope to draw some lands, obviously. Okay, those are lands, which is nice. I'm still getting in for damage. I mean, I know Surveil is pretty good, but at this point any draw is acceptable. Next turn we can just exhaust this and it's a 5/5. Well, he has his engine started. I'm fine with trading the Wretched Doll for the Surveyor. And I guess we'll just... yeah, I think we'll just trade like this. I'll play the Necroregent. Now our engines are started. I should have done that maybe... no, I shouldn't have done that before combat, because then he would have blocked the same way. Oh, this is not what you want. If we top deck a forest now, I think it will be pretty much game over. I mean, he could have a Spell Pierce or another counter spell. So let's just play around the counter spell and do it like this. And next turn, I think we should be good with the trample. I don't think there's a board wipe in black-blue. Okay. Well, I think he will return the Guardian. Yep. Had to be done. He put our speed down one though. I mean, now we're actually getting pretty decent top deck, so I cannot be complaining. The force there was amazing. And now we just build out our board with flying 6/6 creatures. Necroregent. Let me just surveil all the lands away. Momentum Breaker is great. We can kill anything that he plays. He has to have 2 answers. Which, you know, is not impossible. And our hand is almost empty. But next turn we can destroy anything that he plays. We can play this and give trample, so okay, good game. Yeah, top decking the forest there did it. Otherwise we couldn't have attacked anymore, because he had a... well, we could have attacked, but then it would have been a trade. And now it was actually just a 6/6, so he had to jump instead of kill it by blocking. This deck is going fast though. Yeah, give me the card, yes. Whoops, sorry. Just smashed my mouse. I need to check the oven. My wife put something in it, and I have to check if the oven actually went out in a bit. But this is an amazing start. I will keep this. Hello. I hope he doesn't go wide. Okay. That is unfortunate. I'll just play the Wicker Folk and surveil any lands to the top. But Momentum Breaker is now a bit worse, actually, because he's going wide. So we do need to do some trade-offs. Okay, find me all the lands, please. Let's get rid of that. I actually only need lands now. Guess I'll just jump the Wicker Folk. Oh, that is a nice play. That was very nice. Okay, well, we got the land that we needed. I think I'll just play another Wicker Folk. Still need more lands. Tossing everything in the bin for the lands. It feels bad, but it has to happen. Now, if he attacks again with the Wicker Folk, I think I'll just jump it again. I don't think he will attack with it. And if he has another bubble, so be it. Okay, well now we can actually get in with the momentum breaker thing. And anything that he sacrifices is good for us, and we can just play another 2-drop. I think I'll get rid of the engine rat. Yep. Okay, well, let's just stay alive and keep getting more speed for our Necroregents. But we will have to endure some damage before that happens. This can only reveal a permanent, so also a land. That can be pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'll... No, I won't trade. I don't care about the damage that much. And that has crew 4. So now we can still get in for a speed, which we like. Also like that. How can I play this? Where does the mana come from? Oh, I have 5 mana already. Okay. I thought I had 4 mana. That's crazy. Now, if he attacks with the Lumbering World Wagon, I think I will just block with the Necroregent. Because that thing is going to get huge. And we have another one. And then he will be tapped out and we will be at max speed. But that was crazy. Why did I think I was at 4 mana? Maybe I was... Yeah, I've been looking at the opponent's mana too much, I think. So if he plays another creature and he taps out to play the attack with the World Wagon, that's fine. I will block it. And if he has a removal spell, which he does, he should probably use it on that. Well, not enough to crew, so this is okay. And that's actually a pretty nice draw. So let's just attack with both, get to maximum speed. We'll get another one of these. And with the broken wings against his World Wagon, this is looking very good. I assume he has no other removal spell. If he does have another removal spell, we will still have the zombie. He seems to have difficulty with his draws. Maybe he's having a bad time. And we're still resting comfortably at 13. But the death touch is annoying. Oof. Yeesh. Well, I will no longer block. Now what do we kill? I think the Archfiend, right? Because he will not have good blocks. And we have a way to gain 4 life. But I would like another forest for the mammoth. Okay, kind of surprised by the block here. Maybe he has something which can definitely crew this. I think so. And then we just try to keep his board empty, but with this one we can look up for any creature or anything that we like. So an answer to the World Wagon, or for instance the Siphon Fuel would be a pretty good card to find, I think. But this is a nice combination. Back on track with the Archfiend. Oh. Ouch. So he can kill all my zombies again. He needs 1 more mana for that. Wow, that's painful. We don't have any other artifact removal, but do we have something to exile stuff from his graveyard? I don't think we do. Yep. Yeah, he has sweet stuff. This will be more difficult than I expected, to be honest. So let's just do this now that we still can. We play this. Why did it tap all the black? Okay, well, that was not what I intended. I should have tapped by myself there, because now I cannot use it and I have to wait a turn. And these zombies are just useless. If he plays another land, we lose all the zombies. Yeah, that was a misplay, or actually a wrong tapping. Didn't expect it to tap all my black mana. I mean, why would you keep this one up so dearly? Guess we'll have an Oil Gorger. Okay, guess we'll have an Archfiend. Did you really have to think about it for that long? Can't really imagine that. Yep. Okay, well, I think this is not a game that we can win. I'm taking it. Even Siphon Fuel is probably too late. We could have had it otherwise now, if the tapping didn't go wrong. Momentum Breaker is not amazing. Cannot play this one. I think we'll have to do that one anyway. We'll just play the Guardian. And We will probably be chomping with the Wicker Folk, so I'm just going to play the Guardian. And then hopefully next turn, draw a land and maybe use the Scurryfoot and the Siphon Fuel. But yeah, this is not going too well. Okay, well, we're just dead. Good game. Yep. Oh, that was very unfortunate tapping. Tapping triple black. I mean, why would you do that? Why not just keep up black and green? Well, it seems like the system that does the tapping kind of prefers uncommon lands. But of course, I should be putting more thinking into that as well. It's just a matter of focus, I guess. Yes, I'm going to keep this. Hello. Okay. Please don't play anything. Turn 3 camera launcher, turn 4 exhaust this. When this creature attacks while saddle plus 1 contact creature, sacrifice a creature patrol with the counter get hex proven indestructible. Wow. Okay, this is impressive. Oh, he's missing land drops. So we can just attack here. And if he blocks, we will pump it. I think we pump it either way. He's stuck on lands, which is in our advantage, of course. And next turn we can just remove anything that he plays, if he plays something. Oops. Lands, am I right? I'm not going to use a removal spell for that just yet, so I'm just going to use this one. Get to max speed. And we surveil one. Or yeah, we get to max speed. Hopefully find a way to find one of our big dudes. The Necroregents, that's one of them. So, very glad to pick that up. Now I hope he draws a land, otherwise this is... okay. I like that. Oh, that's not what you want to play. Okay, well... we are going very wide now, and I think the board wipe that's in this game is 5 mana, so he cannot actually board wipe. He could board wipe us. If he has a board wipe now, and the mana, we will cry. But it seems like he is... oh, he did have it. Oh, that's just unlucky. Yeah. Good game. Okay. I will be back very, very quickly. I need to check the oven. And we're back. Let's continue. Now, that was actually a game where I was a bit lucky, I must admit, that the opponent didn't draw more lands, because otherwise he would have blown our whole board away. Now, that doesn't mean that we would have lost, but still, it would have been way more difficult for us to win. Alright. 5 and 2. We actually made profit. So I'm already happy. But let's see if maybe we can get a trophy out of this. Yeah, this is a very nice hand. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any way to start our engine just yet. But maybe we can surveil something to the top, which helps us with that. Both decent cards. Guess I need a land more than that. We have some nice turn 3 plays. This is a nice turn 4, 5 or 6 play or whatever. So let's just do this. If he wants to block the Scurryfoot, that's fine. We don't have a land anyway, and now we get Seville. And there's the land. And we have 2 creatures and he has 0 at the moment. Still has 0, but that thing is very, very scary. It just makes everything way bigger. So I guess we play the camera launcher and we hope to draw a land next turn so we can go exhaust and play the Guardian to just go wide. Okay, so that is a bigger creature. He can crew that now. That is unfortunate. Yeah, let's just do this now. We still get to start our engines, but we won't get to attack with our ground creatures, I think. Yeah, he's just going to do this in response, which makes sense. So we just get our speed up, deal 2 damage, and now still hope to draw a land for the Siphon Fuel, and we should be fine. I mean, it's 4 creatures against 0. Okay, I think the Guardian is probably going to die. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well now we can just attack with everything. Depending on what he does. Nothing it seems. I'm just going to exhaust this. He could exile it still. Okay. Looking good, looking good. And if he does have a board wipe. Okay, well. Seems like a case of either very, very unlucky with the draws. Or maybe just having too many vehicles. But I think this is good game anyway. Is it? We can give trample, so I think it is. Yeah. We attack with everything. And now we cruise that, that's fine. Before we go to blockers, I kill it. And we can still give something trample, so that's good game. Rising steadily up the platinum rank, hopefully back to diamond and mythic. But we have a long way to go still, unless you trophy a lot, which we don't. Okay, last game anyway, so either 6-3 or 7-2. I will try my best for the trophy, so I need a clear mind, so I will grab some cheddar. Well, that's terrible. That is better. Now I hope he doesn't go too wide, but I guess I'll still play this first. And we also get to increase our speed, so I think we'll just do this. He might have a counter spell, but that's fine. I'd rather have him counter this than the Necroregent later on. Okay. And now we have more pressure on the board, and if he does the exhaust ability next turn, it's a very good target for Momentum Breaker. Right. Well, I can remove the enchantment if I get the card, I remember now. I want to use the Momentum Breaker either when he exhausted, which it seems like he's going to do. So I'm just going to use the camera launcher now. Especially if he's going to try and kill it. And now we will still get the Thopter. And we have 4 damage on the board, which is significant. Now as long as he is... We're a bit unlucky with the swamps. But I think he's probably just going to do that. So I guess I'll just pass. He will use that. I can always siphon fuel that if we want, but we are still winning the race. I want to play the Necroregent once he's tapped out. I don't want to risk doing it. Okay, well now I'm just going to try and remove it. If he does counter this, we have Momentum Breaker to make him sacrifice it. Or we could just play Necroregent and go wide. Okay. He must have something, right? Okay, well I'm glad he uses it on that creature. Now, let's just assume that he doesn't have any more counter spells. Or any counter spells at all, because I think he would have used it. So let's see. Oof, he does. Okay. That's just sad. I should have done that before combat. I could give it haste. Let's hope to draw another one. Okay, well, we're just going to make him sacrifice that. And let's hope to draw something of our top end now. Or a 4-drop would be fine. 5-drop is also fine. Keeping up the forest because he might have discard stuff. Seems like he's going to look for something useful. Okay, well he seems unlucky. That's a very nice draw. Saddle 1 as well, so I can just saddle it with the Thopter. Give the boy haste. And swing for 6, which I think is pretty good. And I hope you agree. And see what he does. Okay, I think it just top decked that. He is still on a 5-turn clock. Keeping up the overdrive, I'm not going to go aggressive. But we have many things that we can draw now. Would be fun to draw the elephant or the ooze thing as your finisher. So I'm just keeping up the overdrive to keep the thing alive. Oh, that is nice. He is building out his board now. So I really need to draw some kind of action now instead of all these lands. Come on, thing. Okay, well that will actually be pretty nice. Thanks. Now, I don't really care about this damage. It's not enough. And if we draw any creature now, it's just a win. Because we can give it haste. Oh no, he has the zombie. Okay, well, that is nice. And we can only give one haste. So I'm just going to give the elephant haste. So that he has to block with his junker. It's not a good game. I mean, it's not over. And this is why the Scurry Foot is actually pretty good. Because also drawing it on turn whatever still is quite useful. Now if he has a removal spell, or he draws a removal spell for our Thopter, then we lose. But it seems like he has nothing, and we just draw all lands. Okay, well, we got there in the end, but my goodness, were we flooded. Now, yet again, thank you for watching. I hope you like what I did. We actually got a trophy, which is good. And I didn't make terrible mistakes like I did the last game. So if you like what I did, feel free to click some buttons. And I will hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.